Hey, let's talk tissue injury. The human musculoskeletal system obviously can be injured with a physical load surpassing its capacity to withstand that load. Whether it's a compressive force or a tensile force, one that pulls apart, a bend or a shear, if the force related to that load is more than what the tissue can handle, an injury can occur. But tissue breakdown doesn't only occur just from one repetition that the body can't handle. I'm often educating my patients to understand that tissue breakdown can occur in one of four ways. The load can be too long, too strong, too quick, or too often. Here's an example of each. Someone who's bedridden can develop a pressure ulcer. Or if you simply sit in one posture for prolonged periods of time, that can stress the tissue. That's a load placed on the body too long. Someone who attempts to lift a heavy object and suddenly feels a tweak or a pain, that's a load placed on a body part that's too strong. Someone else whose dog on a leash suddenly jerks their arm, that's a load too quick. And someone working on an assembly line who reaches in the same way hundreds of times every day can develop a repetitive use injury. That's a load placed too often. So no matter if a load was too long, too strong, too quick, or too often, once the injury has occurred, that person needs some time to recover, and often they gradually get better. However, if what was causing that load isn't as obvious as some of these examples, and that person goes back to placing their body under the same load which caused the injury in the first place, their symptoms are quite likely to return. This is one reason why many struggle with recurring pain. A complete and optimal treatment plan is not simply just some pain-relieving medication or a cortisone shot or nerve block or other methods emphasizing relieving the pain. It must address the mechanism at the root of why you began hurting in the first place. So if you've had a pain, experienced some improvement, but you had the pain return, it could be because you haven't removed the load, whether too long, too strong, too quick, or too often, that was responsible for your pain. If this sounds like you and you'd like to complete a full recovery, comment below with which type of load, too long, too strong, too quick, or too often, you feel that's responsible for your pain, or reach out to me at jasonwardpt.com.